Good morning and welcome to Anthropology 240 for fall semester 2021 Living in a Globalized World. I've created this orientation video just to show you a few of the key elements of the course. First of all, let me show you the books you'll need for this semester. We have two books, Essentials of Cultural Anthropology, a Toolkit for Global Age, the second edition. Now, look at the front cover of this book because it's really important. The second edition is the one you want to get. Every edition of this book is going to be a little bit different, and there may be chapters missing or added. The other book is Cultural Anthropology, a Reader for a Global Age. So the next thing I want to do is take you through the landing page of this course. So if you go into your dashboard, you'll see Anthropology 240.01. Click that, bring that up. This is the home page here with some course learning objectives, meet your instructor. There's a syllabus button and a modules button. Generally, I think when you come into this course, you'll land on that landing page, go right to the modules first thing. But let's visit the syllabus really quickly and look at some of the elements of that syllabus. So I'm going to click on the syllabus. It's viewable if you just click on it. And you'll see that I have some office hours, Tuesday, 10 a.m. to noon by email appointment. If you have some questions, you want to go over one of our assignments, the report of new and significant information outlines, or the report itself. We have an outline and one report in this course. If you'd like to review those and redraft them, you will be required to see me during those office hours. If you have a class during that time of day, we can probably work something else out. It's an asynchronous class, which is very important. The learning objectives, please read all of this. And I'll just kind of go over it really quickly and point out some of the key points about this class and this orientation. So we'll cover a lot of sensitive topics in this course. So it's important to be respectful and attentive when you post in this course, just to let you know. And we went over the textbooks really quickly. We're going to have reading content quizzes. We're going to have about 11 of those. Those are true, false, and short essay multiple choice questions, mainly multiple choice, true, false questions. I'll give you like a half hour to do that. These are really quick 10-point reading content quizzes you can take online. Do take them by Thursday at 11:59 p.m. every week. All of our assignments are due at the end of Thursday every week, just to let you know. And those are pretty easy. Just as long as you've done all the reading for the week, you should be able to breeze through that in just a few minutes. And they're just to make sure we're all on the same page. We've all done the same reading. We have discussion, post, and responses. I'll preview that in Canvas a little bit more clearly, but that's probably a place you'll want to go first thing during the week to look at. And we have an observant and participation report due about a third of the way the semester. I'll give you more details on that as we get closer. And finally, we have a very short report of new and significant information, a multi-genre report where you'll be using a peer-reviewed journal article and a YouTube testimony and a news article to do that. And you'll provide me with an outline and chapter query for that too. We'll also take time during the semester to go over that, and I'll go over that in just a second. Here's our grading, basically 13% for career community engagement report, the chapter outline, reading quizzes, formal discussion, and the term paper. Let's go over some of our schedule really quickly. So this week, we're just going to start slow order, receive books, watch this course orientation video, read over the syllabus, so please do that, and then read and review the week and schedule. Starting next week, however, we'll be on to our subject matter. The first subject is Anthropology in a Global Age, kind of an introduction. The first few weeks are an introduction to this course, basically. And you'll be watching the first video for this course, Anthropology in a Global Age, that I've recorded online. All my videos are recorded for this course and posted online on our Canvas. Again, make sure you take the quizzes by Thursday and do the grade discussion post. So you'll want to start Monday kind of opening up things for the course. Make sure, and I'll show you that in Canvas in just a second, but just to go over the topics really quickly in the schedule. We have culture concepts, week 3, culture concept. We have fieldwork and ethnography, week 4. And then we'll take a slight break and do our RONSI outlines, our report of new and significant information outlines and chapter outlines. I'll go over that more as we get closer to that. But you'll want to basically go read one of the chapters further on in the book and do a chapter outline and an outline for a formal report. So pay attention then to the weeks that I'm about to go over, because you'll want to have one of those chapters in mind going forward. So the weeks I'm about to go over are actually double chapters in the books. It's kind of a concentrated middle of the course where you'll be reading a couple chapters of the book. I do that because we also take breaks during the course as well to kind of consolidate and write. So this first chapter on week 6 is race and ethnicity. And there's 2 chapters from the book, Race and Racism, Ethnicity and Nationalism. You'll be reading from Essentials of Cultural Anthropology. Then we'll be reading Gender and Sexuality. And October 4th, Kinship, Family, and Class and Inequality. Really dynamite subjects right now. Very explosive. Class and inequality is becoming more and more an issue beginning this year. I think race and inequality was certainly an issue with Black Lives Matter over the past 2 years. And global economy for this week, where we'll only dedicate that particular week to global economy, one subject. Then we'll be looking at single subject topics like politics and power, religion, taking another writing week off, week 13, to write the full report of the RONSI. Then we'll be doing health, illness in the body, and you can revise your RONSI at this point. Meet with me first on the week of Thanksgiving. We do have a couple days where we actually stay in school Monday and Tuesday, so it's a good time to meet with me to revise your RONSI if you want to do that at that point. And then finally, the last subject is art, media, and global communications. So let's go on to our Canvas page. There is no final in this course, too, I should point out. Just keep that in mind. So this is our module site for the course, and the first few sections you'll see are basically our course orientation direction. This is the orientation video that you're seeing now. The syllabus and course schedule is located right here. Sign-up sheet for office hours, which I'll be posting later in the semester when we have to review other reports. Assignment directions, reference guide, some sample RONSI style reports. I modeled the report that you'll be doing later in the semester. How to Zoom if you never have. And very importantly, the first week's readings from the course text are available right here. In case you've ordered your texts right now, you're still waiting for them, you can go ahead and do the readings for next week and be on schedule. Or if you're just adding the course, you can read the text readings for next week and get ready. So let's go through a typical week, Anthropology in a Global Age, which I'll open right now for you. So the first thing you'll see is orientation and videos. I'll put a little start date here for you as a little reminder. And the first thing you'll want to do in each of these module sections going on is open up the orientation and read kind of the overview of what you have to do this week. There's some pre-class activities, introduction to this topic, and the readings, basically. So get a heads up of what you need to do. The very next thing I would do if I were a student then is go right to the graded discussion for Anthropology in a Global Age and open that up. I'll change the state. And look at the questions, maybe even copy and paste these questions, because as you're doing the reading, you'll want to open up a separate text document and make sure you answer these questions. All of these questions are worth 3 points apiece, altogether 15 points. Coming up, and you'll post these into the post slot a little bit later once you've composed those on a separate text document. You'll only want to provide your responses, numbered responses, so I know which question you're referencing for the posts. In the future, too, I will have you answering maybe 4 of the questions, posting those, and then replying to other students. So you'll have to post first, and then once you post, you'll be able to see other posts from students and reply to those. Once you do it once, it should be very easy. And so once you see these questions, you'll have a good idea of what you have to answer as you go through the reading. Like one question here is, would Boas's philosophy and Kipling's philosophy regarding human beings, etc. In any case, and here's one after reading the poem The White Man's Bird and the interpretation of the poem from the web links and video links. So you would have to go up to those web links, then open this up and say, okay, well, you need to read all of these anyway, because you will be tested in the content quiz. But you'll also want to go and read over these. This happens to be a Wikipedia page on the white man's burden. You'll want to come down. It says that question says something about Mark Twain. You'll want to read the interpretation of that poem with Mark Twain here as well. So that's basically it. The course runs kind of the same way. We will have some breaks in week, I think, 5 and a little bit later to do our reports. I will be doing some video discussions for you, some video announcements every Monday to kind of give you a heads up of that week and how it might be different to set you up for that week. I learned we could do a video announcement, so that seems like a really great thing. If you have any other questions, again, you can always drop by with Zoom office hours. And I would really recommend for any deeper discussions too with us to have those quick Zoom office hours rather than doing an email back and forth. I've found in the past that 3 minutes on Zoom can answer so much more than going back and forth with grading and critiquing assignments. And I'm a communications anthropologist. It's really important that we see each other face to face. So yeah, just to review those module pages, then you'll look at the orientation, look at the discussion questions, so what you'll be answering, and then the very first thing you'll do is watch that lecturette video, which will orient you for the entire week. Then you read the video and web links, and then you should be just about ready after you do all the reading for the week. You should be ready to take the content quiz by Thursday, 11:59 p.m., and you should certainly be able to have answers for those discussion posts. So that's it, and I will see you throughout the semester.